In will step Jack Railsback. That one up high and just got the bat out of the way. Got to watch that. I've seen a few people hit those fair. You duck and leave the bat up in the air. Railsback will foul that one down the first base line, out of play. So 1-1 now the count. So Ingram takes over on the mound from Cooper Scarabot. That one chopped to the second baseman, Flim Deinalt, who will toss on to Wallace for out number one. So quick first out here for Ingram. And that'll bring up Luke Jenkins, his second time at the plate. Struck out his first time. That ball in there gets away from Brock Harding, but still called a strike, so good pitch from Ingram. Jack Blanton moves into left field. Another good pitch in that one, fouled out of play by Jenkins. So he'll be sitting on an 0-2 count. Harrison Malik still in center field. And Will Fuller out and right. That ball up and in, but Jenkins swings, and that is out number 2 on the strikeout, his second of the day. That'll bring up Alex Stride. He walked his first time up and had a stolen base, but was left stranded at second base, back in the third. Ingram with 2 quick outs. That ball high. The Adelaide Armada keeping their infield pretty steady there. Archer Spratt, third baseman. Ethan Zutjens. That ball misses just low, so 2-0 now the count on Stride. Ethan Zutjens in at shortstop. Flim Deinelt still the second baseman, and Archie Wallace, first baseman for the Armada. That one piped there, swing and a miss from Stride. Teisahu waits on deck. He'll be followed up by Ollie Hayward. The Adelaide Armada pitching has been excellent today. With an extended lineup going to 12 hitters, you generally see a limited number of at-bats, but this is only the second at-bat for Alex Stride today here in the 6th. That ball finds the outside corner. 3-2 now the count on Alex Stride. Ingram would love to see a 1-2-3 here. That ball misses high, so he won't get the 1-2-3. But Alex Stride will get the walk. And now Gold Coast with 2 outs. The runner on first and Teisahu coming to the plate. He struck out looking his first time at bat back in the third. Ingram misses low there. Stride with a 1,000 on base percentage and a 0 batting average so far, with no recorded at bats. He'll take off there. Harding throws down, but that ball misses and skips into right center. Stride wisely stays put as Zutjens was all over it. Now a runner in scoring position for Ahu with a 2-0 or 1-1 count. Quick spin move to have a look at Stride, although with 7-run lead, probably no need to be real concerned about him. That one misses outside. 2-1 now the count. That ball misses high. 3-1. Ollie Hayward waits on deck, and then we'll flip over to the top of the order with Isaac Foster, who's in the hole. Good pitch there, and that little confusion there. Teisahu headed back to the dugout, but that was only strike 2, so full count now for Ahu. That one lifted up into the air in right, and that one is going to get out of here. Teisahu with the 2-out, 2-run home run. My goodness, he lofted that up in the air and let the jet stream take a hold of it. And Teisahu, who thought he was done, good thing he decided to come back for that last pitch because he got a hold of all of it. A 2-run home run, the first one for the Gold Coast Cougars so far this tournament. That was well struck by Ahu, and the Gold Coast Cougars now only trailed by 5. So Ingram with a quick 2 first outs walks Alex Stride, and then Teisahu, who thought he had struck out, came back for one more swing, and it was a doozy. Now Ollie Hayward finds himself ahead in the count 2-0, so Ingram trying to get himself back on track here. Good pitch there on the inside part of the plate, swing and a miss from Ollie Hayward. Hayward struck out his first time up. As we said before, that's a pretty common theme for most of the Gold Coast hitters today, as the Adelaide Armada have been excellent from the mound. That one a strike as well. So 2-2 now the count, evened up on Hayward. Looking to extend this Gold Coast bottom of the 6th. But will not. That one skips away from Harding. He picks it up and tosses down to Wallace at first, and that will do it. So Hayward strikes out, and we will go to the top of the 7th. The Gold Coast manages to get 2 runs back on the home run from Teisahu, but they still trail this game 8-3. We'll be right back on Baseball Plus.
Here's to generations of fearless, unstoppable.
Hit hard on the ground from his knees. She is safe.
I can, and I will.
Big game for Monet Davis.
And I am. Here's to the next generation. Find your league. Get in the game.
We're back here for the top of the 7th. The Adelaide Armada leading the Gold Coast Cougars 8-3 here in Game 1 of the 2026 Australian Intermediate League National Championships. Jack Railsback will be on to pitch for the Gold Coast Cougars. Luke Jenkins takes over at second base, or resumes his place at second base. Ollie Hayward now back to the bench. And Angus Deere will be leading it off for the Armada. He takes ball 1 inside. Ball 2 low in the dirt from Railsback. That one nearly hits Deer. But he gets wisely out of the way and now finds himself with a 3-0 count. Seems like a very strong possibility he will not have the green light on this pitch. Well, that one was piped by Railsback, and now the count is 3-1. 8-3, the score. There's not much scoring in the first 4 innings of this game, but that one driven out into right center and chased down by Isaac Foster, who had that played absolutely perfectly. Check it out again. The alignment for Foster over in that right center gap. And he didn't really have to move hardly at all to track that one down from Deer. So an F8 to start things off in the top of the 7th, and that'll bring up Harvey Ingram, the current pitcher for the Adelaide Armada. So it's 1-0 going into the top of the 5th inning, and that's when Adelaide started to put some runs together. Scored 4 in that inning to bring the game to 5-1. Then continued to tack on again in the 6th with another 3. That totals up there 8. Gold Coast scored 1 as Ingram takes a strike. Gold Coast scored 1 in the 5th and then managed to tack on 2 more in the bottom of the 6th on a 2-run home run from Tace Ahu. That ball in the dirt. And that's where we stand, 8-3 here in the opener for this Intermediate League National Championship. 3-1 now the count on Ingram. Railsback throws that to the net. So a 1-out walk issued by Jack Railsback, and that'll bring up Cooper Scarabot. We had a 2 RBI double back in the 5th. 1 for 2 today, struck out back in the 3rd, his first time up. And the first offering from Railsback in the dirt. He skips away from Zhang. Ingram was on the move from first motion, so he gets into second base easily. He's now in scoring position. And Scarabot has himself a 1-0 count to work with. Railsback finds the zone there, strike 1, so evens up the count at 1-1. Don't go anywhere after the conclusion of this game. The Ryde Red and the Eastern Phantoms will battle it out here on Diamond 3. That one gets in there for a strike but skips away from Zhang. That allows Ingram to move to third base on the pass ball. So 75 feet closer is Harvey Ingram. Cooper Scarabot would love to get another RBI to his totals. The ball skips in, and here comes Ingram. He'll go that way. Oh, and a pretty nasty collision there at home plate as Railsback was coming in to try and make the tag. It was a good, clean slide from Ingram. Railsback just went over the top of him a little bit. It looks like he's okay. Jaden Zhang had a quick word with his pitcher while they were at the home plate area. Now with a 2-2 count on Scarabot. That one high, very hard, but high, and count runs now 3-2. So 9-3 now the score. That one chopped over to the second baseman, Jenkins, who makes the easy play to first. 4-3 put out on Scarabot, and now the Gold Coast Cougars have 2 outs in the inning. See that there? Just kind of stepped out of it a little bit to Cooper Scarabot. Jenkins, nice work staying down on it. Easy play to first. 2 outs now with Will Fuller stepping into the plate. Fuller is 0 for 2. He flew out to the first baseman his last time up. The ball tracking inside right off the handle there for Fuller. The 0-1 from Railsback misses outside. Railsback, a member of the Surfers Paradise Baseball Club. His nickname is The Bean. And that one misses low. 2-1 now the count on Will Fuller. Fuller, a member of the West Torrens Baseball Club. That one chopped just foul down the first base line. Good effort by Masuda. But ends up just being a strike, and now the count is 2-2. Gold Coast will have the top of their lineup to start off the top or the bottom of the 7th. Breaking pitch just misses inside. Runs the count full 3-2. Jack Blanton waits on deck. The 3-2. Chopped foul. Spoiled by Fuller. Blanton in his multicolored bat. Good job by Fuller to lay off there and draws the 2-out walk. So we flip the page back to the top, Jack Blanton, and Coach Ben Foster will come out and have a quick chat with his pitcher. Likely see a pitching change here. Again, these moves are not necessarily about performance as much as they are about managing pitch counts. Without walk, Railsback only has 23 pitches, which means that he can pitch again tomorrow if he's taken out now. And it looks like Reef Bevan will come in to try and finish this game off for the Gold Coast Cougars. Be some more defensive changes for the Gold Coast Cougars. Luke Jenkins will move over to third base. Looks like Oliver Huang will move to shortstop. It looks like Ollie Hayward comes back in to play second base for the Gold Coast Cougars. So Bevan finishes up his warm-ups, and we will get underway. Jack Blanton will be the first batter to face him. 2 outs and a runner on first in Will Fuller. Jack Blanton steps in, and Bevan's first pitch misses outside. 1-0. And pickoff, and they got Fuller picked off there. Back there, and Masuda will apply the tag and get the out. So Blanton doesn't even get a chance to hit as they pick Will Fuller off. And that should do it for the Adelaide Armada from the batting side. We go into the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Gold Coast Cougars. They trail this game 9-3 here on Baseball Plus. We're back here at Diamond 3 at the Far North Baseball Club in Lismore, New South Wales, as the Adelaide Armada look to finish off the Gold Coast Cougars. They currently lead this game 9-3, and Flynn Dynelt will be the one to come on and close this one out. It's been a pretty terrific pitching performance from the Adelaide Armada. But they'll face the top of the Gold Coast lineup. Isaac Foster will lead things off for the Cougars. Aiden Heschel and Luka Masuda wait for their opportunities. And Dynelt wastes no time coming in there with a strike, and Foster down 0-1 in the count. And strike 2 there. So Dynelt not messing around. He's going to be throwing strikes here. And for the Cougars, they need to get some good hacks in here. And Foster takes that one in the dirt, so a good hold there. Not a bad pitch by Dynelt. The Adelaide Armada started off with Archer Spratt. He went 2 1/3, had 7 strikeouts. He was followed up by Archie Wallace, who had 3 strikeouts in an inning. Nice job by Foster keeping that one alive with a slap into the left field, or the net down the left field line. Cooper Scarabot went 1 2/3. He gave up the first of the Adelaide runs. Harvey Ingram gave up 2 on the swing and a miss there from Foster. One just a bit high, but that's a strikeout there for Flynn Dynelt. On the 2-run home run from Teisahu. But altogether, the Adelaide Armada have been absolutely terrific, tallying up 14 total strikeouts. That ball misses inside. "14 total strikeouts and only 2 walks issued by the Adelaide Armada. So they've really put this tournament on notice what they can do from the mound. That ball gets away there. And Aiden Heschel finds himself up with a 2-0 count. And they haven't been too bad on the bats either, with some key hits, especially in the lower part of the order for the Adelaide Armada, and that leads them to a 9-3 advantage here in the bottom of the 7th. (3-0) now the count, as Dynelt has lived in the dirt in this at-bat against Heschel. And 3-0 misses high, so a 4-pitch walk issued to Aiden Heschel. And the Gold Coast have a base runner here with 1 out. That'll bring up Luku Masuda. Masuda has had a great day at the plate, 2 for 2. With a run scored and a couple of stolen bases. And I'll check over on Heschel, who wisely is lingering close to the bag. All runs do count, but as far as runs go, Heschel's counts the least out of all the ones the Gold Coast has to score in order to come back here. And Dynelt misses high, and Brock Harding's throw is a bit high, so Heschel does manage to swipe the bag and get himself into scoring position, more importantly, out of a double play situation. It gives him a chance, gives Masuda a chance to get an RBI here and keep this chain moving. At this point, the Gold Coast Cougars are going to need 7 runs to cross to win. Again, a pickoff there of Heschel, probably not necessary with a 6-run lead. So Jack Railsback will have to score in order for the Gold Coast Cougars to come up with a victory here. Heschel stays put. Good job by Harding keeping that ball close. It was just under him. So he did a little pirouette before he found it at his feet. But more importantly, 2-0 now. That's 6 straight balls from Flynn Dynelt. And that one misses as well. Masuda looking for something to hit here. But from the Gold Coast Cougars' perspective, base runners are the most important thing they can have. So he should be ready to accept a walk if it comes his way. And Dynelt throws that one in the dirt. That's ball 4. So 8 straight balls. And now the Gold Coast with runners at first and second. Now to bring up Jaden Zhang. Looks like the pitching coach is heading out to have a quick chat with Flynn Dynelt. A lot of times this is just, hey, calm down, pal. No need to be stressed. We got a 6-run lead. You just got to get the ball over. Let them hit it. Let them hit it. If they get a base hit, they get a base hit. At this point, you got to think, I just got to get 2 outs before I give up 7 runs. And the way the Armada have played today, I got to feel that's a pretty, not exactly a tall order. They have played very, very well in this game. Meeting over. Dynelt steps back onto the bump. And he'll face Jaden Zhang, who is 1 for 2 with an RBI today. And whatever chat was had out there on the mound has worked as Dynelt fires that one in for a strike. 0-1 now the count. That one hit right into the gap between short and third. Heschel will be held up at third base wisely, as Harvey Ingram ran that one in very quickly, and I think Heschel would have had a tough time scoring there with a good throw from Ingram. So bases are now loaded after the single from Zhang. And that'll bring up Reef Bevan. Bevan 0 for 2 so far today. Struck out in the second, reached on an error. That one chopped to the shortstop as well. He'll flick over to second base, but not in time to turn the double play. But Zutjens to Jack Blanton at second, gets out number 2. A run does score. Makes it 9-4 now in favor of Adelaide, but they are 1 out closer to wrapping this thing up. That one fouled back by Oliver Huang. Masuda now the runner at third. Reef Bevan on the fielder's choice, the runner at first. And Oliver Huang looking to keep this line moving for the Gold Coast Cougars. Swings at one up at his shoulders and misses. And Reef Bevan with a swiped bag there, just in under a very good throw from Brock Harding. So an 0-2 count now for Huang. Runners at second and third. And the last hope for the Gold Coast Cougars, that is in the dirt. So 1-2 now the count. Kehu Bishop awaits on deck. That one chopped and will squib fair. And the swinging bunt. My goodness. Oliver Huang just got a piece of it, and it sort of squibbed around in a circle and ended up fair. Meanwhile, Luka Masuda wasn't wasting any time. He scampers home. And another run scored now by the Gold Coast Cougars, and this game is 9-5. We'll get a change here. It looks like Ethan Zutjens is going to come in and try and polish this off. Deinalt heads back to second base, and Jack Blanton will move over to shortstop. So Kehu Bishop now represents the next person in the chain for the Gold Coast Cougars. They only trail 4, still a lot of work to do, but a few more good at-bats and they could put themselves in a position to actually walk away with this one. All right, we are ready. Zutjens with 2 outs. The bases, runners on first and third. And Kehu Bishop up for the Gold Coast Cougars to try and keep things going. Oliver Huang, the runner on first. Reef Bevan, the runner on third. And the first offering from Zutjens is in for a strike, so 0-1 on Kehu Bishop. That one chopped foul down the third base line. It'll stay there. So the Cougars down to their last strike here in this opener of the 2026 Australian Intermediate League National Championships. Coming to you live all weekend long from Lismore, New South Wales. And swing and a miss. That one gets away from Harding and throws down to first, and that will do it. So the Gold Coast Cougars with a Nice effort here in the bottom of the 7th, but they will fall short. This game ends with the Adelaide Armada and their bevy of fantastic pitching arms finishing this one off and winning 9-5 to open up their tournament. Gold Coast Cougars fought hard and most of the scoring done at the latter half of the game, but in the end, the Armada just proved too much to handle for the Gold Coast Cougars. We'll leave you now, but we'll be back very, very shortly. The Ryde Red will face the Eastern Phantoms here live on Baseball Plus in just a very short period of time. And then again at 1:30, we will be back here one more time for the Southern Titans in the Brisbane Metro. I'm CJ Barnes. It's been lovely to be with you this morning. We will be back very soon here on Baseball Plus at the 2026 Australian Intermediate League National Championships. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 2026 Australian Intermediate League National Championships, live here from Lismore, New South Wales at the beautiful Far North Coast Baseball Club. We're getting ready to start here, game 2 of today here on Baseball Plus. Ryde Red facing the Eastern Phantoms. And we are underway here as Kevin Park, leading off for Ryde Red, takes the first pitch from Riley Connaughton, low for a ball. That one in there for a strike, and it is now 1-1. 1-1 from Connaughton. Swing and a miss from Park. He's now down 1-2. Park will be followed by Flynn Hellier, Jensen Koch, Tom Phelps, Liam Kelly in the 5 spot, as that pitch from Connaughton misses outside. Jake Bunn hitting 6th. Kai Mathewson in 7th. Miles Powell in the 8th spot. Matty Cesar in. That one's fouled back to the net. Matty Cesar will bat 9th for the Ryde Red. And then because we bat all the way through, everybody gets a chance to hit. Brian Huang will bat 10th. Yo Kaneko in the 11th spot. And Billy Kittle rounds it out for the Ryde Red as Park hits that one back up the middle to the shortstop, Bentley Bolton, who makes the easy play over to first and gets the first out. So 6-3 put out to start things off for the Eastern Phantoms. Riley Connaughton is on the bump for the Phantoms. As we stated, Jacob Murphy is his battery mate behind the plate. As that ball quickly chopped out to the second baseman, Harrison Smith, who makes the out. So one pitch, and Flynn Hellier is down, and the Eastern Phantoms have a quick 2 outs. Harrison Mann is on third for the Phantoms. Bentley Bolton at short. Harrison Smith over there on second. And Kai Close is the first baseman. That first pitch in there to Jensen Koch is a strike on the outside part of the plate. Bremer Renwick, Mason Scott, and Sonny Rowland are the outfield behind Connaughton from left to right, as he now jumps out to an 0-2 lead on Koch. That one just misses. The 1-2 from Connaughton to Koch. That one fouled back to the netting, so Koch will stay alive. Tom Phelps awaits on deck. That one paints the outside part of the plate. Koch goes down looking, and that'll be it for the Ryde Red here in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. The Eastern Phantoms coming up here live on Baseball Plus.
Let's have some fun today. Win or lose, always do your best. Good job. Here we go, kid. Let's do this, girls. We got this. Get the bats going. Find yours. Find yours. Get there, baby. Get there, kid. One, two, three. Let's go, Gordon.
Little League on 3. 1, 2, 3. Little League. All right, girls, let's go get him. Come on.
And we're back here, bottom of the first. Eastern Phantoms leading it off with Bentley Bolton, the shortstop, fouling that one off. Kai Mathewson will start on the bump for the Ryde Red, the southpaw. Working with Tom Phelps, his battery mate, behind the plate. And the 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. Bentley Bolton going to be followed by Kai Close. Harrison Mann bats third. Sonny Rowland in the fourth spot. Riley Connaughton, the pitcher, in the fifth spot. Jacob Murphy batting sixth. That one lined out into right field, and that one will get down. Bentley Bolton leads things off with a single. And good work there by the leadoff hitter from the Eastern Phantoms in Western Australia. That's a bit of a conundrum there, but the Eastern Phantoms first to have a base runner, and that'll bring up Kai Close, the first baseman. Check over on Bolton, but he's back in safe. Following Murphy in the sixth spot, Harrison Smith batting seventh, Bremer Renwick in batting eighth, Mason Scott, the starting center fielder, at the 9 spot. Aubrey Mills, as that one fouled away by Close down towards the Ryde dugout. Aiden Giannotti will bat 11th, Judd Moyle in the 12 spot, and Jackson Zerzolo in the 13th spot. Another pick over. That one gets away from the first baseman, Kaneko, and Bolton now in scoring position. On the errant throw from the pitcher. Swing and a miss from Close. Count now 1-2. Swing and a miss there, but in the dirt, and that one tossed over and pulls Kaneko off the bag. So Phelps' throw down. Close swung, missed. That was a strikeout. Ball got away from Phelps. And his throw got away from Kaneko and pulled him off the bag. And now the Eastern Phantoms in business. With runners on first and third and nobody out. Harrison Mann will now step in. Starting third baseman, looking to draw first blood here in this game. That one in the dirt, nicely blocked by Phelps. Mathewson's 1-0. There goes the runner. Close, and he'll get second unabated. Swing and a miss from Mann, so it evens up the count 1-1. That ball misses inside, 2-1. Mathewson backed up in the outfield left to right by Jake Bunn, Kevin Park, and Liam Kelly. That one chopped and will be picked up by the second baseman, Hellier, and he'll take it himself. Really good work by Hellier, but the first run does score, so job done by Harrison Mann. Really nice work. Kaneko dove after it, but Hellier right there manages to get the 4 unassisted. Kai Close moves up to third on the play, and that'll bring up Sonny Rowland, the right fielder. Nice pitch there from Mathewson. Swing and a miss for Rowland. Around the horn in the infield, Miles Powell be your third baseman. Another strike there from Mathewson. Jensen Kosh at shortstop. Flynn Hellier, the second baseman. And Yo Kaneko at first. Good breaking pitch there. Just missed low. Rolling now with a 1-2 count. That one fouled right back at me. And we'll keep it here at 1-2. Kai Close, the runner on third. Eastern Phantoms already with a run across. That ball in the dirt skips away. Close thinks about it, but the hesitation cost him. And he'll stay put at third base. Good work by Phelps to leap onto that ball. The 2-2 from Mathewson. Right. Oh, just misses low. Not sure where that one missed, but a little bit low, says the umpire, Sean Bourne. And we've run the count 3-2 now for Roland. Doesn't miss there. Swing and a miss. Excellent pitch from Kai Mathewson. And we've got 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. That'll bring up the pitcher, Riley Connaughton. And that one just misses off the outside part of the plate. 1-0 now on Connaughton. Big swing and a miss there. Evens up the count at 1-1. That one flipped foul down the first base line. Count now 1-2. That one chopped past right to the shortstop, Kosh, and he fires over. And that'll do it. They strand one, but they get one across. We go into the top of the second. The Eastern Phantoms lead this game 1-0.
Here's to generations of fearless, unstoppable.
Hit hard on the ground. From his knees, she is safe.
I can. And I will.
Big game for Monet Davis.
And I am. Here's to the next generation. Find your league. Get in the game.
Top of 2 here at Lismore, New South Wales, Far North Coast Baseball Club. Eastern Phantoms got on the board first. And now Tom Phelps will stand in against Riley Connorton. And Connorton now with a 1-1 count. That one chopped foul, 1-2. Eastern Phantoms got their run when Bentley Bolton led things off with a beautiful single into right. He moved up on an error on a strikeout of Kai Close, and then Harrison Mann chopped a grounder over to second and got the run to cross. So 1-0 is where we sit now here, and Game 2 of our Baseball Plus live action. You, of course, can catch the other game currently underway, Cronulla Black versus Brisbane Metro. Brisbane leading that one 2-1. You can follow all that action on Game Changer. Earlier today, the Adelaide Armada managed to trump the Gold Coast Cougars 9-5, and the Southern Titans. That one laced down the left field line, but foul. Southern Titans topped the Melbourne Twins 9-6. So Adelaide and the Southern Titans, after one game, both sitting top of the table. Melbourne and the Gold Coast with one loss apiece, and the outcome of this game will determine how these two teams sit on that ladder. Lots more action all weekend long here from Lismore on Baseball Plus and Game Changer. And Phelps stays alive. Really nice breaking pitch there from Connorton, and Phelps just manages to get onto it. Two and two the count now on Phelps. And that one manages to just flick it and foul. Foul. That was about as close as it possibly could get. Just outside that foul line. Of course, if it does hit the white line, it is fair. But both umpires agreeing on that one. Your home plate umpire, Sean Bourne, and third base umpire, Gary Arnall. And that one laced into left field there off the bat of Phelps, so he wins the battle. And as a sprinkle of rain starts to fall, Phelps now on first base, and that'll bring up Liam Kelly. Check over on Phelps. Connorton's next pitch to Kelly in there for a strike. That one chopped up the middle to the shortstop, who fires over to first base in time to get out number one. Phelps moves up on the play. So a 6-3 from Bolton to Close. And there's one away here in the top of the second as the rain continues to fall. Another chopper back up the middle. Bolton gloves it cleanly and fires over to first for out number two. So Jake Bunn, one pitch and a ground out. And two outs now. for the Eastern Phantoms, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Kai Mathewson. Phelps moves up to third on the play, and he'll get a pinch runner. Looks like Jake Bunn, who just went out. Check swing from Mathewson to start off the at-bat and gets rung up for a strike. Sandra Hall is your first base umpire. Sorry, I missed out. We had a bit of rain blowing into the booth. Big swing and a miss there from Mathewson, and he finds himself in an 0-2 hole really quick. That one hit hard and high. And Scott looks like he's tracking back, and that's going to get over the fence. And just like that, off the bat of Kai Mathewson, helps himself out with a 2-run home run. And Ryde Red are swing it back into the lead. Ooh, Mathewson slipped on the plate coming in. As that rain has made things a little bit slick there at home plate. But a big fly from Kai Mathewson, and this game has swung back in Ryde's favor. Miles Powell will step in, and Knorton can do nothing but just get back on the bump and try and get out of this inning. Gave up the single to Phelps after a long battle to start things off here in the top of the second. Got a couple of quick outs, and then there goes Powell, slashes that one over the head of Sonny Rowland and right. He'll round first base and stay there. So Powell keeps things moving with a 2-out single. And that'll bring up Maddie Cesar. She offers bunt. Good throw down by Murphy, but not in time, and Miles Powell swipes second base. Maddie Caesar, or Mads as she's known by her friends, plays for the West Boomers in New South Wales. She takes strike one there. 1-1 the count now. Swings and misses at a ball in the dirt there. Maddie, of course, very proud of the fact that she got a hit in all 5 games she played in at the state tournament. So she is a hitting machine, been working on it hard, and takes that ball. That looks like the throw from Murphy beat Powell into third, but gets away from Harrison Mann, the third baseman, and Powell now 75 feet closer. Looks like he slid in a bit rough. Doing a little dance there to get some limberness into the legs. Caesar takes that one high. So 3-2 count now on Maddie Caesar. Riley Knorton rears and fires that one in the dirt, and Caesar draws a walk. So 2-out walk for Maddie Caesar. Runners now at the corners for Ryde. We've already put 2 runs on in this game, or in this inning. Off the 2-run home run off the bat of Kai Mathewson. Tom Phelps scored from there. Scored from third on that one. And that'll bring up Brian Huang. Caesar takes off for second and gets in standing up. So 2 runners now in scoring position for Huang. Yokaneko, first baseman, awaits on deck. And Huang fouls that one back. Big swing and a miss from Huang there, and that'll do it. He goes down on strikes. So they strand 2, but they get 2. Ryde Red takes the lead in this game, 2-1 over the Eastern Phantoms. We go into the bottom of the second here on Baseball Plus. Bottom of 2 here at Lismore at the 2026 Australian Intermediate League National Championships. Ryde Red and Eastern Phantoms 2-1 right now in favor of Red, thanks to the guy on the mound who hit a 2-run home run in the bottom of the first. And that's how we stand now. Jacob Murphy, the catcher, stands in. Fouls that one off. A couple of strikes now on Murphy. As Mathewson rears back and fires and finds the outside part of the plate to sit Murphy down looking. Oh my, what a pitch that was. Paints the outside corner, does Mathewson. And that'll bring up Harrison Smith, the second baseman. The 1-0 chopped over to the second baseman, Hellier, who flips over to Kaneko for the easy 4-3 out. And Harrison Smith goes down after a couple of pitches. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Bremer Renwick. Mason Scott, the center fielder, awaits on deck. And Aubrey Mills is in the hole. First pitch from Mathewson finds that outside part of the plate again. So a quick strike to Renwick. Mathewson, 26 pitches in thus far. It's swing and a miss there. Talked in game 1 about pitch counts and how they affect the rest of the tournament. The 0-2 here to Renwick. Swing and a miss there, and strike 3. And we'll talk about pitch counts when we come back, because that was a quick 1-2-3 for Ryde Red. We go to the bottom of the the top of the third. Ryde Red leading this game 2-1 here on Baseball Plus. Close the windows as well. Back here on Diamond 3 at Far North Coast Baseball Club. Beautiful Far North Coast Baseball Club. And a big thank you to the fine volunteers and people who work here in Lismore to get these fields ready because they are beautiful to play on. And that's all thanks to all the hard work that the baseball club put into it, given the fact that we've had nothing but rain in this part of the world the past couple weeks. Mason Scott will take over for Riley Connorton here in the top of the third. His first pitch in the dirt to Yokaneko. Billy Kittle awaits on deck, and then we'll flip over back to the top of the order to Kevin Park and Flynn Hellier. Scott catches the outside part of the plate there. 1-2 now the count. Breaking ball in the dirt, misses. 2-2. Two and two in the dirt. I'll make it 3-2. So full count now to Kaneko. And that ball Soffing kicks off the foot of Smith and into right field. So Kaneko manages to reach on the error. Well hit ball here. But just off the glove and then the foot of Harrison Smith and into right field. And now for Billy Kittle, he's got a runner on base. First pitch from Scott in there for a strike. And the 0-1, Kittle shows bunt, pulls it back. That ball in the dirt. Good job there by Murphy to keep that in front of him and keep Kaneko exactly where he is now. Scott picks over. Seen a lot of southpaws so far in this tournament. Another bunt shown by Kittle. He gets it in, gets down, and it is a good bunt there. Harrison Mann charged in and got there in time, but just sort of overrun it as that thing sort of spun back off the bat of Kittle, and he gets a bunt base hit. Kaneko, meanwhile, moves up to second, and now Ryde is in business here with no outs. That one just kind of spun away, and that's a tough play to try and glove that. For a player, I think a lot of big leaguers end up barehanding something like that just to prevent that sort of weird roll off the glove. But we are now with runners at first and second for Kevin Park. That first pitch in there for a strike, showed bunt and charged. Now there's all sorts of chaos going on. Didn't have, it looked like Eastern Phantoms didn't rotate their players, so Mann charged on the bunt shown by Park. Shortstop stayed put, and that allowed Yokaneko to move to third pretty easily, and then Billy Kittle, after some thought, decided he was going to go to second. So that ball in the dirt there. It's 1-1 now on Kevin Park. Flynn Hellier is waiting on deck. He'll be followed by Jensen Kosh. That one hit hard right at the shortstop, who tags Kaneko at third. What a play there by Bentley Bolton. My goodness, that ball was hit very hard right back to him. No hesitation from Kaneko, but a strike fired by Bolton, and they managed to cut that out, or cut that run down. Kittle moves to third on the play. Kevin Park takes over at first on the fielder's choice. And most importantly for the Eastern Phantoms, no run crosses. Flynn Hellier grounded out to the second baseman his first time up. Now faces Mason Scott with 2 runners on and 1 out in the inning. Park swipes second. Good throw by Murphy, and it looked like they were trying to goad Billy Kittle into taking off for home, but he stays put wisely. Now Ryde with 2 runners in scoring position. Hellier takes that one inside. 1-1 now the count on Hellier. Eastern Phantoms jumped out to a quick 1-0 lead in the top of the first, but Ryde with the answer in the second. Off the bat of the pitcher of record right now, Kai Mathewson. Hit a 2-run home run to dead center. That one finds the zone there, 1-2 the count. Josh misses the outside part of the plate there. 2-2. For Mason Scott, getting a strikeout here would be a huge, huge out. That instead flared out into center, and that's going to get over the head and go out of here. Another home run for Ryde, sneaking it out into center field. This one off the back of Flynn Hellier, and that will plate the 2 runners as well as himself. A 3-run home run for Flynn Hellier after a long battle with Mason Scott. And that lead jumps to 5-1 now, thanks to Flynn Hellier and Kai Mathewson. Ryde has traditionally been a very, very good program. Their teams really do excel. That one hit hard. Nice job by Bolton to get up and make that throw. Looks like it came out, but calling it on the exchange. Bolton playing a very good shortstop for the Eastern Phantoms. Excellent work there. Good throw over. Ooh. Just keeping the cleat on the bag was Kai Close. So with Kosh retired, that brings up Tom Phelps. Started things off in the second with a single. He now has 2 outs in the inning. A big swing and a miss there. 1-1 now the count. Liam Kelly and Jake Bunn both are next for Ryde Red. Not at the same time, but one after the other. Another good pitch from Mason Scott there. Swing and a miss from Phelps. And he finds himself with a 1-2 advantage over the Ryde Red player. That'll even it up at 2-2. That ball high. just got a piece of it and kept it foul. This looks a lot like Phelps' first at-bat, where he battled and fouled things off from fouled off pitches from Riley Norton until finally getting a ball he could hit and lace out into right field. That one flared up in the air, and a great job by Bolton. Comes all the way across from shortstop to make that catch in short right field. And that will do it for Ryde Red. However, they tack on another 3 off the bat of Flynn Hellier and his monster shot to center field. We'll be right back. Bottom of the third here on Baseball Plus. Here at the 2026 Australian Intermediate League National Championships, Ryde Red have jumped out to a big 5-1 lead off the bat of Kai Mathewson in the second and Flynn Hellier in the third. Pair of long bombs from the big sluggers. Mason Scott, the current pitcher for Eastern Phantoms, will step in against Mathewson in his third inning. Only 29 pitches for the southpaw. We spoke briefly, well, I didn't get a chance to speak briefly about the way that pitching rest works and pitch counts. So if a pitcher throws more than 76, they're required to have 4 days rest in between, as that first pitch from Mathewson misses inside, which means that somebody who goes 76 pitches now will have to wait until Monday to pitch again. And misses inside again on Scott. 2-0 now the count. Between 61 and 75 pitches. That one finds the zone there. 2-1 now. You have to have 3 days rest. 46 to 60, you get 2 days rest. That one finds the zone again. So Mathewson deals a couple of balls and then a couple of quick strikes right after to even up the count at 2-2. 31 to 45, 1 day's rest, and under 30, you don't have to rest. That one finds the inside, and Scott goes down looking. A painted pitch from Kai Mathewson, and out number 1 here in the bottom of the third. So we saw a lot in the first game where players were throwing about 22 to 28 pitches and then being pulled. And the reason is now they can pitch the next day, so it was good management on both sides for Adelaide Armada and the Gold Coast Cougars. And now Aubrey Mills will step in. And she fouls the second pitch off. That'll give her an 0-2 count here as Mathewson peppered another fastball in for strike one. Millsy, as she's known to her fellow teammates. She pops that one back to the fence. Plays for the Morley Eagles, Western Australia. That one finds the zone there, and she goes down looking. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third for Ryde Red. Off the hot arm of Kai Mathewson, and that looks like that'll be it for Mathewson. And a dandy he has twirled. Now he only needs 1 day rest to get himself ready to go again. He'll go to first base. Clicks that, and it looks like Yo Kaneko will come in and start warming up to be the next pitcher in line. And he'll face Aiden Giannotti to start things off. Five Ks for Mathewson in 2 2/3 innings. Gave up the run in the first inning on the RBI ground out from Harrison Mann. Apart from that, has not allowed a base runner. Cronulla Black has swung things back on the Brisbane Metro in the Pool B play. And they now lead Brisbane 5-2. That game in the bottom of the fifth. It's 5-1 here on Diamond 3. 5-2 on Diamond 2, or Diamond 4, sorry. Diamond 2 is where they're playing the Junior League Championships. Kaneko ready to go, so here comes Aiden Giannotti. And he takes a first offering from Kaneko, swings and misses. Giannotti, a member of the UWA Magpies club back in Perth. Takes that one low. Only 12 years old, so one of the young players on this Eastern Phantom squad, and he laces that one out into right center. Well hit. That one's going to get to the fence. Picked up by Park and fired in, but Giannotti slides in to second base. And with 2 outs, he puts himself in scoring position with a double. Really nice piece of hitting there by Aiden Giannotti. And he gives himself a big smile and a pat on the head. Great piece of hitting, and that'll bring up Judd Moyle. Now, you might have noticed that the Eastern Phantoms are wearing black armbands. That first pitch from Kaneko in for a strike. And Judd Moyle is one of the players here who's dedicating his tournament to Matthew Clutch Capel. That curveball finds the outside part of the plate. Sadly passed away on Sunday on the 17th of May, 2026. He's been an integral part Western Australia Baseball and the Perth Baseball Club. So as a sign of respect, the Eastern Phantoms all wearing black tape around their left arms in honor of Clutch Capel. And Moyle will go down on strike. So the 2-out double wasted as Kaneko gets out of it, and we go to the top of the fourth. Ryde Red leading this one 5-1. Top of 4 here at the 2026 Australian Intermediate National League National Championships. Harrison Mann on to pitch for the Eastern Phantoms. He'll face Liam Kelly to start things off here at the top of the inning. He starts him off with a strike, and then Kelly gets a hold of one, and that might be out of here as well. Another home run off the bat of a Ryde Red. That one again to center field. Liam Kelly greets Harrison Mann with a big fly. That'll extend the lead for Ryde Red to 6-1 here in this Pool A play. And that'll bring up Jake Bunn. Bunn 0 for 1 so far, grounded out to the shortstop Bolton back in the second inning. He takes strike one from Mann. Beautiful breaking pitch there, right over the heart of the plate. That ball in the dirt, 1-1 now the count. Harrison Mann would really like to see Jake Bunn not reach base because behind him is Kai Mathewson, who stung the starting pitcher Riley Knorton with a 2-run home run back in the second. It's one thing you can say about Ryde. They do have a lot of power up and down their lineup. That one hits Bunn. So he'll reach first base on a hit by pitch, and that will bring up the aforementioned Matheson, who is 1 for 1 today with a 2-run home run. Behind him, Miles Powell, who has a single to his name as well. We'll bring out a coach to have a quick chat.
Up to what? Down to what?
Coach Shane Smith out there to have a quick chat with his young player. Chat over, says Sean Bourne, the umpire, and we will continue on here and see what they decide to throw to Mathewson. Mathewson, a member of West Boomers Baseball Club, takes strike one from Mann. Off goes Bunn, who swipes second base without a throw. Murphy lost the handle on it, so opted to hang on to it. A good jump from Bunn, and I think he was in there regardless. So 1-1 now the count. Mathewson, who just gets a piece of it and flicks that one out of play. Runs his count to 1-2. That one chopped over to the shortstop. Bolton picks it up and fires across for the out. So a dangerous hitter put down. Good work by Mann to get that weak ground ball, and a great play by Bentley Bolton. It's one out now in the inning. That'll bring up Miles Powell. He singled his first time up in the second inning. Jake Bunn does move up on that ground ball. And that one flared out into center field. That'll bring Bunn across to score as Powell continues his good work at the plate and rounds first base with another single on the day. That brings up Maddie Caesar. She's worked a lot on her batting this season, but didn't get much of a chance to bat before. She walked in the second inning. That pitch takes down. They have hosed Miles Powell at second base. Great throw by the catcher, Jacob Murphy. That was right on the money. Great tag by Bentley Bolton. And just like that, 2 outs in the inning as Powell gets cut down trying to swipe second. So Caesar with a 1-0 count. She chops that one down the first base line, and it's foul. Evens it up at 1-1. That one misses low. Good eye there by Caesar. Brian Huang waits on deck. That one misses high. 3-1 now the count on Caesar. And Caesar draws the walk, so that's her second walk of the day, batting average of 0, but an on-base percentage of 1,000. That'll bring up Brian Huang. He struck out to end the second inning, his first time at bat. Caesar with a pretty good lead over there. They check over on her, and she gets back in on her belly. Man deals, fires it back to the backstop. That allows Caesar to take second base standing up. Looks like Harrison Mann just reached back a little bit for that one and got a bit too much. Wheels back and tries to throw. That one skips into the outfield, but Caesar had to go back in on a knee, so she wasn't able to take advantage of the overthrow. (1-0) misses high. 2-0 now on Huang. Should Huang manage to reach base safely, Yokoneko is waiting on deck. And Billy Kittle. That one misses, gets to the backstop, and Caesar scampers to third. And that misses in. Umpire called time on that one just before the pitch was thrown, so that one was a no pitch. Although that one's in pretty much the exact same spot, and Huang draws the 2-out walk. So Maddie Caesar, the runner on third. Brian Huang, the runner on first. That'll bring up Yokoneko, who singled his first time up. It looks like they'll make a pitching change. Bremer Renwick on to pitch for the Eastern Phantoms, and he'll face Yokaneko to start off his day. First pitch in for a strike, and Brian Huang takes off for second. So 2 runners now in scoring position for Yokaneko. That one squibbed foul down the first base line. So Renwick out to a quick 0-2 count on Kaneko. 2 outs in the inning. That one misses high. 1-2 now the count. That one doesn't miss anything, and Kaneko goes down looking with runners, with some ducks on the pond. Renwick manages to get the Eastern Phantoms out of it, but not before the Ryde Red managed to score another couple runs. We go in to the bottom of the 4th. Ryde leading this one 7-1 over the Eastern Phantoms on Baseball Plus.
So like it's using 5 megabits per second for the live stream, and then the only other thing that's going on is the remote production. So it's just using Chrome Remote Desktop for the producer in Adelaide to access. But we do that all the time with our Telstra stuff. I have 300 gig of shared data on Telstra, and most months we barely use half of it. So like
Something's sucking it.
So something's just ringing.
Wonder what it could be.
That would mean that fucking Musk is earning more money than I am.
Well, I mean, does he even earn money anymore? Ryde Red leading this game 7-1 over the Eastern Phantoms. 2026 Australian Intermediate League National Championships Pool A play. We go into the bottom of the 4th here. Yokaneko will take the mound once more for Ryde Red. Jackson Zerzolo will step in for his first at bat today. Takes that pitch low and outside for ball 1. Bentley Bolton, top of the order on deck. He'll be followed by Kai Close and Harrison Mann. That ball misses outside and in the dirt. 2-0 now on Zerzolo. Sorry. That 2-0 misses low, so 3-0. And Zerzolo, one pitch away from making himself a very effective bottom of the order hitter. That one right down the chute for strike 1. After 3 straight balls, Kaneko comes back with 2 pipe strikes, and now a count is full, and Zerzolo has to protect. Bad miss there for Kaneko, and Zerzolo does his job, gets on base. And here in the bottom of the 4th, the Eastern Phantoms are in business with the top of the order coming up in Bentley Bolton. A few little changes for the defense for Ryde. Brian Hoang is now out in left field, as Bolton takes strike 1 from Kaneko. Liam Kelly in center field and Billy Kittle out in right. Checks over on Zerzolo. That ball fouled off out of play by Bolton. Apart from Mathewson taking over for Kaneko at first, the Ryde infield has stayed very much the same. 0-2. Well, Mathewson gives chase, but that one out of his reach, and Bolton stays alive with an 0-2 count. Make sure you head to baseball.com.au and go to the Intermediate League Hub so you can catch all the recaps from the games played today and throughout the tournament all weekend long. There goes Zerzolo, and Bolton fouls that one back into the glove of Phelps, and he'll go down on strikes. So Zerzolo moves up to second. He's now in scoring position. Bentley Bolton heads back to the dugout, and Kai Close comes up. He reached on an error back in the first inning. It was a strikeout, and Phelps, the catcher, overthrew Kaneko at the time at first base. He swings and misses there. Strike number 1. Kaneko checks back on Zerzolo at second. Zerzolo back in diving. And that ball hit up in the air. Tracking is Powell, and he makes the catch. Over in foul territory for out number 2. So that one up in the air. Good work by Miles Powell to track that ball up in the air and squeeze that one. That one was drifting away. Very, very tough play. Made it look easy. So 2 outs now on the fly out. That'll bring up Harrison Mann, the pitcher. That one flared up into the outfield, but it looks like Billy Kittle has a beat on it and makes the catch, and that will end the inning. So Zerzolo stranded on second, and Ryde Red maintains their 7-1 advantage over the Eastern Phantoms here at the 2026 Australian Intermediate League National Championships.
Past the catcher, rather. Down straight back to the catcher. That one, line shot. Hikaru Kaneko.
Punch through to left field. Glove is up, and it is through.
Hard shot from Ben Beasley, and a diving Jackson Ham.
Punch through. Double play opportunity here for the Sharks. Opting to tag is applied, and the throw to first.
Gonna miss. Down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeout.
That's hit through. Oh, what a catch! Oh, that is punched down to left field. It is allowing. It is over.
Strike 3, Brisbane North, your 2025 Australian Little League champions.
Bremer Renwick on for another inning of work. He only got the one out in his last inning. So he's back out there again for the Eastern Phantoms. They currently trail Ryde Red 7-1. And he'll have to contend with Billy Kittle, the current right fielder. Following Kittle, they'll flip back over to the top of the order, Kevin Park. And Flynn Hellier, who last time up hit a 3-run home run. So for Renwick, getting these outs is very, very important. Renwick, a member of the UWA Magpies Club. Loves to pitch because he, and I quote, throws gas. Kittle now ahead in the count 2-0. As Renwick finds the zone there. And he does indeed throw gas. That one chopped to the first baseman, Kai Close, who gloves it easily and takes that one himself. So a quick 3 unassisted for Billy Kittle, and we flip over to Kevin Park to top things off here. And Bremer Renwick would like a quick chat with his catcher, Jacob Murphy. It's kind of fun seeing all these players with their sliding gloves. You see it in the back pocket of Park there. They all have sort of different funky designs. His looks like a stack of pancakes, though I could be wrong, as Renwick looked like he came off the mound funny there on that one. Misses wide. Seven to 1 the score here. Ryde Red leading the Eastern Phantoms. This is Pool A play in the Intermediate League National Championships. That one misses high. Counts now 2-0. Cronulla Black still holding off Brisbane Metro in Pool B play. They are leading that game 5-4. As Renwick misses high there. Pool A, which is what this game is. The first game of that was earlier today. The Adelaide Armada downed the Gold Coast Cougars 9-5. And in Pool B play, the Southern Titans topped the Twins from Melbourne 9-6. Renwick finds the zone there, takes this count to 3-1. That misses low, and that's ball 4 as Park flicks the bat away. And he's the first runner of the day. Or runner of the inning for Ryde Red. They have had Apart from the first inning where they went 1-2-3, they have had runners on base every inning, and many of those runners have scored, hence why the score is now 7-1. This is a guy who did some scoring last time up. Flynn Hellier hit a 3-run home run to dead center. And for Renwick, this is a very dangerous customer indeed, especially with a runner on, and could put this game, nothing's quite out of reach, but certainly make it a very uphill battle for the Eastern Phantoms to get back in this game. Bad miss there, and easy for Kevin Park to make it to second base. It's a bit of an overthrow there from Bremer Renwick. So Hellier with a 1-0 count. We'll be looking for something middle in, see if he can drive it. Put another one out of here. Not going to hit that one, though. That one up high and in. That one misses outside. Hellier, a member of the North Sydney Bears baseball club. Ryde, the Little League Nationals 2025 silver medalists. Hellier, part of that team as well. That one low, and good jump for Park. Hellier draws the walk. Park swipes third, and Ryde now has... Oh, and caught him sleeping. Eastern Phantoms, nobody covering second, and Flynn Hellier takes advantage of that. So he draws the walk and sees nobody home on second base and decides he's going to go ahead and swipe that. So instead of first and third, the Ryde Red now has runners on second and third, and only one out in the inning. I'll bring up Jensen Kosh, who has been pretty quiet from the third spot. Hits that one hard, and that's going to find a hole. Bolton with a great play, but safe at first. Bolton had to go deep into the hole there as that one got under the glove of Riley Knorton, and Kosh just able to beat it out for an infield single. Meanwhile, Kevin Park scampers home to score. That'll make it 8-1 now in favor of Ryde. I think Kai Close might have gotten a bit of a tumble on that one. Head coach Shane Smith out there to have a chat with his first baseman, who says, I'm going to feel it in the morning, but I'm good to go right now, coach. So first and third now for Ryde. Jensen Kosh, the runner, on first after beating out an infield single. Flynn Hellier, the runner, on third. Kevin Park came home to score, and that'll bring up Tom Phelps, who is 1 for 2 on the day. Singled and scored in the second. Pick over to first. Kosh back in. Sort of flopped in a little bit. Didn't have a big lead. And they catch Kosh in a run down here. Hellier will score easily. They keep it going, and they manage to get the tag on Kosh. So he gets picked off, but stays in the run down long enough for Hellier to score. Gonna make it 9-1 now. And that's a big second out for the Eastern Phantoms. Especially with Tom Phelps, Liam Kelly, and Jake Bunn in the offing. Phelps, of course, at base now, or at bat now. Good breaking pitch there from Renwick, but just misses. Renwick now at 19 pitches. That one finds the outside part of the plate. 1-1 now the count. Breaking pitch there, fouled off by Phelps. That one drilled out into right and over the head of Sonny Rowland. But they'll get him at second. Phelps tried to stretch that into a double, but Rowland came up firing. Good tag by Bentley Bolton, and Phelps gets cut down trying to stretch. That'll take us into the bottom of the fifth. Ryde still puts a couple on the board, so they lead this one now 9-1.
Let's have some fun today. Win or lose, always do your best. Good job. Here we go, kid. Let's do this, girls. We got this. Let's get the bats going. Find yours. Find yours. Get there, baby. Get there, kid. 1, 2, 3. Let's go, Gordon.
Little League Green. 1, 2, 3. Little League. All right, girls, let's go get him. Come on.
Back here at the lovely Far North Coast Baseball Club in Lismore, New South Wales, sun is shining despite a few little sprinkles we've had, and baseball is full underway. Yo Kaneko on for his third inning and fires a strike into Sonny Rowland. Rowland, the right fielder who cut down Tom Phelps at second base, trying to stretch a single into a double. And now Rowland swings and misses there, down 0-2 in the count. Eastern Phantoms with an uphill climb. They are trailing Ryde Red 9-1. That one chopped to the third baseman. Powell comes up firing, and good work by Kai Mathewson to keep his foot on the bag and snag that one out of the air. It was not a great throw from Powell, but the out is recorded. A 5-3. And that'll bring up Riley Knorton, who started this game on the bump. He is 0 for 1 with a ground out to the shortstop. Kaneko's first pitch misses outside. Only 23 pitches so far. We'll see how deep Matthew O'Neill, head coach over there for Ryde, will allow him to go. As we said before, if he's pulled before 30 pitches, he can throw tomorrow as well. That one chopped again to Powell at third base. Fields that cleanly. Better throw and gets the out at first. Good work by Mathewson again to stretch out and get Knorton. So 2 up, 2 ground balls to the third baseman. And that'll bring Jacob Murphy, the catcher, to the plate. That one misses low. Low again, 2-0 now the count. Kaneko coming right up on that 30 pitch mark. That one misses outside. That one misses outside there. So a 4-pitch walk issued to Jacob Murphy, and I dare say that's going to be it for Kaneko as he's sitting on 30 pitches. Knorton will come out and pinch run for Murphy, allow the catcher to get himself ready. And it looks like they will stay with Kaneko. Misses low there. Harrison Smith 0 for 1. He grounded out to the second baseman earlier in the game. That one finds the zone. Kaneko back on track. 1-1 now the count to Smith. Bremer Renwick waits on deck. He'll be followed by Mason Scott and Aubrey Mills if we get there. After 5 balls, Kaneko is firing strikes yet again. He's heading this count 1-2. He picks over first. And batter calls time there. Smith would like to reset. Curveball there from Kaneko misses outside. Had a decent break on it, but she yanked a bit across the zone. That one chopped to the second baseman, Flim Hellier, and he'll make the play. Kai Mathewson having to work hard over there at first base, but they get 3 outs without allowing a run across. We go into the top of the 6th. Ryde Red leading this game 9-1 over the Eastern Phantoms on Baseball Plus.
Here's to generations of fearless, unstoppable.
Hit hard on the ground from his knees. She is safe.
I can, and I will.
Good game for Monet Davis.
And I am. here's to the next generation. Find your league. Get in the game.
We're back here, top of the sixth. Ryde Red leading this game 9-1 over the Eastern Phantoms in Pool A play. And Liam Kelly's first swing is to Harrison Smith at second. He makes the easy play for out number one. So a quick one up, one down for Eastern Phantoms, and that'll be a very welcome sight indeed. Going to bring up Jake Bunn for Ryde. Bunn is 0 for 1. He got hit by a pitch and scored his last time up. That was back in the fourth. Kai Mathewson will follow him. That one misses outside. Judd Moyle on to pitch for Eastern Phantoms. As he misses outside again. 2-0 now, the count on Bunn. Moyle, as we mentioned before, playing his tournament for a friend and mentor, Matthew Clutch Capel, a prominent and integral part of Western Australian baseball, and especially there at the Perth Baseball Club. It's nice to see the young right-hander paying homage to somebody who's had a profound effect on him. Swing and a miss there from Bunn. That'll run the count full, 3-2. That one low, so Bunn will draw the walk. And that'll bring up Kai Mathewson. 1 for 2 today. He had a home run and 2-run home run back in the second inning to get things started on the scoring for Ryde, and they really haven't looked back since. There goes Bunn, and he'll get in without a throw. So a duck on the pond in scoring position for Mathewson. It looks to add to his RBI total. There goes Bunn again, and Mathewson fires that over, and great play by Kai Close, and they will double up Bunn on second base. So just like that, Mathewson hits a screamer to Kai Close, and Bunn on the move. Caught out. Great play by Kai Close. Good concentration. Easy flip. And that'll do it. So we go to the bottom of the sixth. Ryde still in front, 9-1. But the Eastern Phantoms look to claw their way back. They got 6 more outs to go here on Baseball Plus. And we're back here in the bottom of the 6th. Bremer Renwick will start things off, and he rifles one into left center. That one will get past Matty Caesar, who actually makes a great play on it, cutting that one off and keeping Renwick to a single, but things getting started here for the Eastern Phantoms as Renwick reaches base to start things off. And that'll bring up Mason Scott. Billy Kittle on to pitch for Ryde. That one will find a hole on the right side. There, picked up by Brian Huang. So back-to-back singles for the Eastern Phantoms here to start things off in the bottom of the 6th. And they're getting to Kittle pretty quick. That'll bring up Aubrey Mills. She struck out looking her last time at bat. Looks to keep the chain moving here. That one misses just outside. 6 outs to go for the Eastern Phantoms. They got to claw back 9 runs. That's a good start there. Tough play there for Kosh, but he'll make it. Good job charging. Works as good as a bunt for Aubrey Mills. She moves both of her runners up. But excellent work by Jensen Kosh to charge in on that and make a good, strong throw to Mathewson, who continues to be an excellent target over there at first base. That'll bring up Aiden Giannotti. He doubled his last time up. That one squibs foul and will stay there. So Bremer Renwick, the runner on third. Mason Scott, the runner on second. 8 runs to get to tie this ball game. 9 to win it. And Eastern Phantoms have 5 outs to do it. Great pitch there. Catches the top of the zone on Giannotti. And he finds himself in an 0-2 hole. Kittle rears back and fires. Breaking pitch, swing and a miss. Giannotti goes down on strikes, and that's a very big out number 2. That'll bring up Judd Moyle, the pitcher of record for the Eastern Phantoms. Moyle looking to bring a couple of runners home and get them a little bit closer to making a comeback here. Fouls that one off back to the net. He finds himself in an 0-1 hole to begin with. Jackson Zerzolo is on deck for the Phantoms. That breaking pitch catches the inside part of the plate. 0-2 count now on Moyle. That one chopped. Slow roller to the third baseman, Powell, who comes up firing and gets Moyle. So there was a bit of noise there from the Eastern Phantoms. Back-to-back singles to start things off, but they go for naught as Riddle gets the last three batters to go out, and we head to the top of the seventh. This game well in hand for Ryde Red. They lead 9-1 over the Eastern Phantoms here on Baseball Plus.
Off the catcher, rather. Bounce straight back to the catcher. That one, line shot. Hikaru Kaneko.
Punch through to left field. Glove is up, and it is through.
Hard shot from Ben Beasley and a diving Jackson Ham.
Punch through. Double play opportunity here for the Sharks. Opting to tag is applied, and the throw to first.
Miss down on strikes, back-to-back strikeout.
That's hit through. Oh, what a catch! Oh, that is punched down to left field. It is blowing. It is over.
Strike three, Brisbane North, your 2025 Australian Little League champions.
We're back here in sunny Lismore, and I know that it's hard to believe that's the case, but it has been sunny for most of today. Ryde Red currently leading 9-1 over Eastern Phantoms, and Judd Moyle out to work a second inning, work this seventh here. You'll have to start things off with Miles Powell, who is 2 for 2 on the day, a couple of singles. That breaking pitch misses just outside. 2-0 now the count on Powell. Maddie Caesar waits on deck, and she'll be followed by Brian Huang and Yo Kaneko if it gets that far. Tipped foul down the first base line. After this game wraps up, we'll have a short 20-minute break, and we'll be right back into it. So we have the Southern Titans versus Brisbane Metro here on Diamond 3, live on Baseball Plus. Of course, you'll be able to check out Melbourne Twins versus Cronulla Black. Watch that on Game Changer. Both of those at the conclusion of these games. There's a swing and a miss there from Powell. So 3-2 the count now. As Moyle battles back. One fouled off. We'll do it all over again. If you want to stay up to date on all Senior League, National Championship, and Australian baseball news, well, make sure you follow baseball.com.au on social media and on our website. And Powell goes down swinging. Swing and a miss on a fastball on the outside part of the plate, and Moyle gets his man, and we One out here in the top of the 7th. That'll bring up Maddie Caesar. She has yet to record an official at-bat today. 0 for 0 with a couple of walks. She takes that one inside and high. Of course, if you're on baseball.com.au, head over to the Intermediate League Championships Hub. You get to see all the recaps, all the exciting plays, and, of course, upcoming schedules. And if you want to watch the action, head over to Baseball Plus. You can catch us here all weekend long. That one popped up, and Kai Close can't quite get to it, so Maddie Caesar with another life. She stays alive here with the count now 1-2. That one chopped over to Close and kicks off his glove. Maddie Caesar speeding down the line, and she'll get there in time. So, funny little hop it took on Close. Kicked off the heel of his glove, and Maddie Caesar on board here for the second time. That'll probably go down, or for the third time, that'll go down as an E3. She retains that 1,000% on base percentage. Yeah, looks like that'll be it for Moyle. 20 pitches in, and they'll make a change. And they'll be bringing on Aubrey Mills. Get the last two outs of this game. So Mills will be the sixth pitcher for the Eastern Phantoms. Riley Knorton started things off. He went 2 innings, gave up a couple of runs off 3 hits, struck out 2. Then Mason Scott went an inning. He gave up 2 earned runs. Harrison Mann went 2/3, also gave up a pair of runs, and Bremer Renwick gave up a pair of runs. So Judd Moyle leaves here after an inning and a third without having given up a run. And we'll see what Aubrey Mills can do with a runner on first base. And Brian Huang to step up to the plate. There goes Caesar, a ball in the dirt from Mills, and Caesar able to get in standing up. Mills, a member of the Morley Eagles. Finds the zone there. 2-1 the count on Huang. That ball hit high and deep, and looks like that one's going to get out of here. So Mills gives up the 2-run shot to Brian Huang. And this game has been broken wide open at this point. Wasn't a bad pitch from Mills, but Huang just got a good swing on it, and it traveled. The ball has been traveling well for Ryde today. One could even say that Huang took it for a ride. I'll bring up Yo Kaneko. He's 1 for 2. Struck out his last time up. Mills finds the outside part of the plate there. 0-1 the count. Billy Kittle waits on deck. That one hit hard up the middle. Bolton there and makes the play. Bentley Bolton has been an absolute vacuum up the middle. Has not missed a trick at all. So Kaneko retired. And that'll bring up Billy Kittle. As Mills looks to close this thing out. That one in the dirt. That one chopped to second base. That'll be gobbled up over there by Smith, and he throws to close. Easy 4-3 play, and that will spell the end of the Ryde threat. But 2 more runs tacked on. 2 more runs via the home run as Brian Huang goes deep. And Ryde Red now lead this game 11-1. 3 more outs for the Eastern Phantoms to come back. Catch it all live here on Baseball Plus.
Nice to catch it, rather. Bounce straight back to the catcher. That one, line shot. Hikaru Kaneko.
Punch through to left field. Glove is up and it is through.
Hard shot from Ben Beasley and a diving Jackson Ham.
Punch through. Double play opportunity here for the Sharks. Opting to tag is applied. And the throw to first.
Enemies down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeout.
That's hit through. Oh, what a catch! Oh, that is punched down to left field. It is allowing. It is over.
Strike 3, Brisbane North, your 2025 Australian Little League champions.
And we're back here, bottom of the 7th. 3 more outs for Eastern Phantoms to try and mount a comeback here, and what a comeback it would be. They currently trail 11-1 to Ryde Red. And Jackson Zerzolo will kick it off. He's got a 1-1 count here as Billy Kittle looks to close things out for Ryde. That one fouled back, and Zerzolo now down in the count 1-2. Don't travel too far at the conclusion of this game. We'll have a short break and then come right back with the Southern Titans versus Brisbane Metro as Zerzolo watches that one go past and has to head back to the dugout with a backwards K, and that'll flip us to the top of the lineup. And Bentley Bolton, 1 for 2 today. He singled in the first inning and scored the lone run for the Eastern Phantoms. That one fouled right back in my head. And it's 0-1 now on Bolton. Bolton has been most impressive in the field at the shortstop position. He has gobbled up absolutely everything. He hits that one hard down the line into left field. He's going to round first and is looking for two. Matty Caesar bobbled it just a little bit on the pickup, and that's just enough for Bolton to get himself into second base with a sliding double. Good work here. Catches the inside fastball, turns on it, rips it right down the left field line past the outstretched glove of Miles Powell. And Caesar rounded on it nicely, but couldn't quite get the handle right away, and that was just enough for the speedy Bolton to make his way into second base. So, little life with one out here for the Eastern Phantoms, and that'll bring up Kai Close. He is 0 for 2 today. That one hit hard, but right at the second baseman, Flynn Hallier, who has also been pretty outstanding over there on the right side of the infield, and that's an easy 4-3 putout. Bentley Bolton moves up to third on the play. But it all comes down now to Harrison Mann, who has the lone RBI. And that'll be it for Kittle. So Billy Kittle will come out. Looks like they're going to go with Kevin Park to get the final out of the game. One out left for the Eastern Phantoms. They have a runner on third in Bentley Bolton and Harrison Mann up to plate. Kevin Park will take over on the mound for Ryde Red, and he fires in a strike. Good curveball there. That one catches the outside part of the plate for strike two. So 2 pitches in, and Park with an 0-2 count on Harrison Mann. And that one catches the inside part of the plate, and Mann goes down looking. And that will be all she wrote for this one, folks. All Ryde Red, 11-1 finish. In Pool A play, they stay on top as much as you can after playing one game. Eastern Phantoms will have some regrouping to do, but there was a lot of positives to take out of their performance today. Kai Mathewson started things off for Ryde, both on the mound and at the plate. And they never really looked back once they turned things over. So we go into a short break here before we come back with Pool B play. Brisbane Metro and the Southern Titans will take each other on. It'll be live here on Baseball Plus, so stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be right back with the 2026 Australian Intermediate League National Championships live from Lismore, New South Wales.